You're the winner tonight. You all know him. Your local boy, Alex Elkin.
Wow! 18 people for me. Oh man, I'll tell you, when I first started this comedy thing, I thought I'd be doing a lot better. It's so good to see everybody though here. This is great. It's good to be here and seeing everybody doing something good. We're raising money for something that affects every one of us, and I think that's just a wonderful thing. I wore purple because it's the last clean shirt I have, and I'm glad to be here, you guys. Did everybody have a good Halloween? Halloween last night. It's exciting. We didn't have any trick-or-treaters. I was complaining all these years, you know, like. Well, when I was growing up, there was all these. Everybody was trick-or-treaters, and they were all out there. And now we don't have anybody, so we didn't even bother. We drove the kids out to a nice neighborhood, and I saw a bunch of kids out there, and I realized, oh, we just live in a crappy neighborhood. Nobody wants to come to our place. Probably because last year I ruined it for all the kids. Last year I didn't have any money to hand out candy per se, so I was just handing out Taco Bell hot sauce packets. And I live kind of in a poor neighborhood, so the kids were like, you know, hey man, my dad could give me these from work, you know. Where you're at. I got kids. I got young kids. I got 3 of them. They're out in the car, and they're all right. They got cigarettes and NyQuil. They're fine. Kids love NyQuil. It's just baby wine. And you just pour an 8-ounce glass of NyQuil with dinner, you can get something done. Don't look at me like that, parents. Try it. We don't even buy milk anymore. Just a 5-gallon jar of NyQuil from Costco. Oh, just give them a big old glass with dinner, and you can. Oh man, we're going to Cabo and sleep. And don't let them trick you. You'll hear some crap. You're like, oh, my liver hurts. That's just their baby liver. That'll fall off. Don't let them fool you. I know about this. I got 3 of them. Dressed the kids up last night for Halloween. We had Tinkerbell and my 2 boys. I really pissed off all the nerds in my neighborhood. I dressed my boys up like Spock and Kirk, and then I gave them lightsabers. People were turning off the Big Bang Theory. What in the space-time continuum? You can't mix those universes! People get serious about it, man. Everybody was worried about, people getting handing drugs out to kids. They're handing gummy bears out with drugs in them. At least, not my kids didn't get any, because I went through that whole bag. I did get a sense of pressure in my chest, a little tingling in my left arm, but I wouldn't say I got high. Definitely wasn't. Not the high I remember. College. I wasn't enrolled. I'd just go to class. You guys got any more gummy bears? Stay in school, kids. You could end up like me. Well, good. We all had a good Halloween. I had a good Halloween. I enjoy it myself. Now we got to move on and think about the holidays. Christmas is coming up. You know, of course, my oldest son, he was born on Christmas. So he's a gift that keeps on taking. In fact, we use it like algebra. His birthday and Christmas, they cancel each other out. We don't get him anything. Saves us a ton of money. It's the sustainable thing to do. That's what I found out. We're on the good side of town. We're in Springfield. We're not in Eugene. We couldn't do this in Eugene. There's too many. You guys, oh my, you guys have beer? Was that sustainably harvested beer? You can't do anything in Eugene anymore. I live in Eugene, and I don't belong there. I've got more than 4% body fat. I don't like granola. I've never even stepped into a Whole Foods. I don't know what the hell a Whole Food is. What did I get at Taco Bell this afternoon? Eighth of a chalupa? I know what I'm buying in grams, is all I'm saying. I moved to Eugene, I had an F-350 with a gun rack. Been there a couple of years, I got a Prius with a spice rack. What happened to my manliness? They got me eating turmeric. Is that even how you pronounce it? I don't know. There's 50 different ways. It's turmeric, it's turmeric, it's turmeric, it's gross. Have you tried turmeric? Turmeric is the best spice, Alex Elkin. No, Posh was the best spice. Turmeric just makes you poop orange. But I got Flamin' Hot Cheetos for that. And those taste better than some Star Wars spice you gotta get on Tatooine or whatever. Turmeric. Put it away, hippies. Everybody's so sustainable. Are you sustainable? Are you sustainable? I don't know. You remember when sustainable meant you had a job? Look at my light switch. It goes on. I declare it good. I am sustainable. Sustainable? You know what that means? That just means your neighbor's coming over and getting nosy on you. Remember men? I'm talking to the men here. Well, if you're from Eugene, the ladies too. You can tell they got bigger beards. It's just under their arms. I remember a time when you could go out into your neighbor's lawn and change the oil of your car, and it wasn't a big deal. Now they come out like, what are you going to do with that discarded oil? What are you going to do with that oil? Well, Karen, it's going in your yard waste at midnight. That's what's happening with it. Unless you want them to drop it off at Whole Foods. You used to be able to change your own oil as an American, but now you can't because we don't buy American cars. We have little Korean cars with little Korean tools. You need little Korean hands. You can't do your own oil change. You gotta take it to a shop now. They changed. Remember in the 70s they had those little kiosks and you can go and develop your film there. And then people got digital cameras and they said, no, all right, we're addicted to coffee now. We're turning it into a coffee. Now you can go in and there's a Dutch Brothers and there's some 16-year-old willing to solve all your problems. What's going on today? You guys having a good day? Oh my God, 3rd-degree burns? That's terrible. Yes, you're manic depressive, I can tell. Here's your latte, don't kill yourself. Hope everything turns out peachy. Lame. And now they turn them over from the coffee kiosk. Now they're all the oil change places. Because men can't change their oil at home anymore. You gotta go out to and they're all the clever little names, come out to the lube and squirtin'. Some poor 16-year-old kid spinning a sign outside. Come on, I'm gonna skip to my lube. 1995 oil changes. You can't even walk into them like a a man. You have to sit down. You gotta roll your window down. Well, I gotta roll my back window down because my front window doesn't work right now. Excuse me, 1%. And I'm sitting here getting my neck broken, yelling at her.
Would you mind changing my oil? I can't do it myself.
Oh, and they just love watching you squirm, too, especially if your wife's next to you. Hey, how you doing? Your man couldn't handle this, huh? No problem. And then what do, man? You know what I'm talking about. It's an emasculation shame show for 15 minutes. And they pop your hood, and what's the first thing they do? It's filthy under there. What, have you been driving this car, sir? It's ridiculous. And they call everybody over. Bill, Brian, come over, take a look at this. This guy's air filter probably doesn't even feed his children. They pull out your dipstick. Your dipstick's pretty dry, sir. Can't let your dipstick get dry. That's kind of a small dipstick. Good observation, Bill. There's a smaller sized dipstick. And then the worst part, where they take your fluids out of your car and they put it onto a piece of paper next to what your fluids are supposed to look like. What are you, an idiot? That's why I'm here. But no, they gotta stick it in your face like a dog that just crapped on his carpet. This is a bad color. Rubbing your nose in your oil. I'll be better. I'll be better. Oh, they're not done. Then they give you a little sticker to remind you, hey, come back and get shamed for 30 minutes to $3,000. Just gotta leave there with your receipt, your 75-cent car wash coupon. Someday we're gonna stand up to you. We're losing it, man, we're losing it. It's because people are walking around with man buns. Back in my day, they were behind you. Not on the top of your head. Man buns. We're losing masculinity, it's toxic. Your masculinity is toxic. Yeah, well, try lighting a fire without it. Not to get all toxic or anything like that, but I feel like, we need these rules, and I don't think we should be afraid of them. I got to see some stuff when I went overseas. A lot has happened since we've last met. I actually got invited by Armed Forces Entertainment to go to Iraq and entertain our troops there in... Oh, man. Oh, what an experience. Amazing. I mean, you read about the place in your Bible, but you never realize what it is to actually put boots on the ground. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Middle East has been around for like hundreds of years. And there's so much history there. Blew my mind. And by the way, the Applebee's in Kuwait, not much. Don't ask for bacon though, they get a little bit of it. I gotta tell you, it's an amazing thing to go step outside of your bubble and go see something that you've only heard about. And it was life-changing for me. I've never been outside of my little world. And I got to see the Middle East and put my boots on the ground and feel it for myself. If you ever get a chance to do it for yourself, don't. You can drive to Pendleton and get the same experience. Just everything's dusty. Everything's brown. Nobody speaks English. Just, I don't know because I don't know. I didn't realize how hot it was over there. It's a hot country. We're talking 127 degrees before noon, hot. Okay? People visiting from India were like, "Whoa, this is hot. Woo. Oh, my many, many gods. Woo. I wish I had more arms. It's hot. I didn't realize that, and the whole country, it's like you're on the set of Star Wars. Just everything is covered in sand. You're on Tatooine, and people speeding by you, and it's crazy. And there's sand everywhere. I mean, everywhere. It's in the boots, in your hair, in the grundle. It gets in places. You don't want sand in these gears. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but the whole language of the region is based on sand. No shade. You don't get any shade. There's no water anywhere. Just drink oil. Horrible. It's incredibly hot country. I don't do well in the heat. Fat guys, we like it when it's cold because then our nipples poke out and we look like we're buff. Go away, son. I'm a glass cutter. I noticed some interesting things though in the Middle East, incredible stuff. I gotta tell you, if there's one thing that the Middle East knows, and knows it well, it's opulence. Okay? If you came here from Cottage Grove, that means like a lot of money, luxury. It's true everywhere you go. I mean, inside the buildings, outside, sand, just inside, beautiful, gold-plated marble. Looks like the set of the 700 Club, minus the Jesus. But it really is gorgeous. And I knew this when I walked in because they put us up in a 5-star hotel before they took us to the base. All the stars. It's gorgeous. I walked into my hotel room. It's beautiful. Everything was just gorgeous. Hand-woven curtains. The bath mat was in a special drawer. The bath mat that you step on out of the shower and accidentally pee on is, they call them prayer rugs over there. And they didn't laugh as hard as you did about that. Oh, just beautiful. It's just beautiful. They pray a lot. They do pray a lot. And I'm a comedian. I can't take myself too seriously. And I deal with things in a different way. And so I played a couple of jokes, I don't know if you know this, but they pray 5 times a day, which is as often as I eat. And we both do it on our knees. So I'm coming back to the hotel room, and I thought I got the maids to laugh, finally. Because I don't know if you know this, but the Middle East is not known for exporting a lot of comedy, per se. There's a lot of humorous things going on over there. And so I thought I finally got him. I'm getting closer to the room, and I'm here. I'm like, yes! Because I'd replaced the Quran in the nightstand with a Gideon's Bible. Oh, no. It was not so much of a... It was more of a... Yeah, they didn't like that joke either. So I had to stay at the Motel 7. One thing amazed me though about being over there, and pardon me for getting into the gutter here, but just bear with me. When you walk into the bathroom in the hotel at this in Kuwait, no toilet paper. I mean, they're not out. Like, it's like, Mahmoud, go to Costco. No, they just don't, they don't use it. They don't have it. I mean, I understand, you know, toilet paper's, that's paper. It's made out of trees. They don't have trees, they have sand. That would be sandpaper. Might as well use one ply if we're gonna do that. I hope we're not using one ply still, right? In this day and age, nobody's using one ply toilet paper, right? Yeah, keep your stinky poop-filled fingernails down. Don't share nachos with anybody raising their hand in here right now. Because you know that stuff doesn't work. Come on, get honest with me. At what point in the wiping process do you just stand up and go, okay, I'll take a shower? I don't know why we still make one-ply toilet paper. What are we, rationing it? We're collecting bacon grease and using one-ply for the troops. I'm using two-ply for the poops, is what I'm doing. You kids here are laughing, but wait till you get into your late 30s and ibuprofen becomes your best friend. Suddenly getting back there is an Olympic stretching event. Kids, go find me a branch! They don't have toilet paper. They don't have toilet paper. They use the bidet. Yeah, I see a lot of confused people from Cottage Grove. Now listen, if, I pick on Cottage Grove because they're not here and they're dumb. You've been there, right? A bidet, if you'll just imagine, it's if your kitchen sink and your bathroom had a beautiful baby. All the comforts of a royal throne, and then you get a little spritzer hose you can clean the hummus off the plate with. Or wherever the hummus ends up, I don't know. And Baba Ganoush can really get into those nooks and crannies. I'm seeing a lot of small platters. I got a turkey platter back here. Big old crack running up the middle. I need PSI. There's a visual you can take home, folks. Meatloaf that's training falcons. Giving myself a squirt in the rear. Fell in love with that bidet, though, I gotta tell you. Hashtag get a bidet today, is what I say. Oh man, I've never felt cleaner. Oh, I was outside in the desert, just the hills are alive. The sound of water. Oh. What are we doing, America? Why are we still stuck on toilet paper, no pun intended? Why are we handling one of our most sensitive areas with dry paper? What a horrible idea. If you think about it, come on. We are using rolls of cloth paper like some kind of zoo animal. I'm assuming, I've never been to the zoo, but I fell in love with water. I did, because, I mean, think about this, right? We've got a feral population out there of people, and sometimes, you know, they don't have anywhere else to go, and they'll throw it at somebody, you know. And imagine taking a face full, just getting a facial fecal, and good aim. Thank you, Mayor, for not doing anything about this. Got in my mouth a little bit. Could you hand me a single square of dry one-ply paper cloth? Just one, thank you. I just want to... Oh, it got under my eyelid. It's like it's pink eye for me. want to go over to Voodoo Donuts? It's my treat. No! Taking you to the hospital! You're gonna get scrubbed down. I want some lye, borax, steel wool. I want this blessed by the Pope. Poop in your eye. And yet we're still using it. I don't know. I changed my whole mind on it. I was turned around on the subject. It took me going to the Middle East to realize it. I'm done with toilet paper. As soon as I got home, got on the computer, started looking up bidets. Well, first I Googled how to spell bidet. That was a frustrating 9 minutes, man. Sitting there screaming at Alexa, no, not birthday toilet! It's expensive, though. I don't have middle school teacher money. I'm not rolling in it over here. I don't have that kind of cash. Those bidets are expensive, you guys. Expensive. At least for the one I want. I got a little seat warmer, got a little ball caddy. Mickey, that's helpful. It's helpful for older guys. We can tell when the toilet's flooding just by sitting on it. Like fish bubbles coming out. I couldn't afford the bidet. Couldn't afford it in the house. Did the next best thing. Grabbed the garden hose, dragged it through the kitchen window. Taught the 3-year-old to give it a crank when I yelled, go. Any time of the night or day, just go. Picked up PTSD over there. Crack back in Iraq, baby. Never going back, never going back. Been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of flying around. Been doing some exciting stuff. I got to audition for an HBO show, which was really exciting. Flew down to LA, got to go in there, and I think I impressed the pants off them. I got to tell you. I don't know about the Hollywood, the way they do things. I didn't even have to read the scene. They took one look at me and said, thank you. I just have it. You know what I mean? Some people do. Some people don't. I was really nervous, though, when I got in there. And not because I was nervous to audition. I've done that a lot. But what made me nervous was I flew into LAX. And this is a busy airport. And I got to tell you, they lost my bag. Yeah, I can hear some grumbles. Because that's a horrible experience. Anybody that knows, that's like being the fat kid at Parents' Day at the orphanage. Everybody goes away with their bag, they get their bag. I get no bag. Oh, it scared the crap out of me. Oh, I was so nervous because I had this audition to go to and all of my drugs were in that bag. I don't want to disparage the airline, we'll just call them Smelta. But they were not quick to customer service me. Let's just put it that way. They were not jumping and chomping at the bit to help old Alex Elkin. No, what they do instead is they let you retrieve your own bag. They hand you a card with a phone number on it, and they tell you, here, use your own Boost mobile minutes to... Yeah, white people use that too. And I had to call and find out where my own money, my own bag was. We're gonna get this in editing. Can we go back? Is it gonna be all right if we go back? We're gonna go back. I had all my drugs in that bag. I was so nervous. And they don't help you out at customer service. They give you this card and make you call the phone number yourself. And I'm sitting there listening to 45 minutes of crappy flute music through my flip phone, and I am upset to say the least. And to console me, to make me feel better, they offered me a beverage at the airport. They gave me a can of $6 whatever. I couldn't even pronounce it. LaCroix? Oh, you heard of it? What is it?
LaCroix. Oh, LaCroix. Alex Elkin, you must try LaCroix. It is a rage at Costco. All of the soccer moms are bringing LaCroix. Drink LaCroix, it's from France.
Who the hell sipped this and said, oui? First of all, it shouldn't be warm, but it was. And I took a swig of this warm, bubbly garbage, and I gotta tell ya, I looked at the can, it said, with a hint of lime. I said, I'm gonna need another hint. I don't speak French. Is it French for flaming dumpster fire? Because I think that's what I put my lips to, just a warm, bubbling, flaming dumpster fire with a hint of lime. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. They should call it La Taint. Because I tain't making that mistake again.
LaCroix, you must try LaCroix. Have a fashionable LaCroix while you sit on your bidet. Welcome to France.
Gross. You know it's bad when not even vodka can save it. And vodka saves everything. I dipped a vegan cupcake in some vodka. Boom, I was happy again. Can't fly next to vegans. I just can't. They drive me nuts. Any vegans here? Don't raise your hand. Save your strength. Oh, they're so in. Oh, they know it all. They know everything. I just feel so good. Yeah, but why do you look like you're dying? I swear, I think people become vegans for two reasons. They are tired of people stealing their lunches out of the break room at work. Because nobody's in that fridge like, sorry, Brenda, raw asparagus is my jam. And they don't want to help anybody move. These are the weakest people on the planet. I would sooner hire a group of 9-year-old Ethiopian Girl Scouts to come and pick up my table lamp before you get white fawn and kettle drum to come down from the hills, put their bag of kale down for 5 minutes. Be a man! Tie your hair up in a bun and be a man! Gross. I couldn't be a vegan. I love meat too much. There's no way, man. I don't do veggies either. Plus, I can't trust a vegan. How are you going to trust somebody that doesn't dip their veggies in ranch? Vegetables are a vehicle for ranch. That's why vegetables were invented, stupid. We found the hidden valley. Take advantage of it. Duh. Gross. I couldn't do it. Couldn't sit next to a vegan. Of course, they've got a problem with something. This was what really bothered me. Did you guys see that story about the woman who tried to get a peacock onto her flight with her as an emotional support animal? You know, I just can't go anywhere without Mr. Biggles. Isn't that right, Mr. Biggles? First First of all, if you can't go anywhere without a chicken and drag, maybe the people you're flying to don't want you there. I get a limited amount of pretzels on this flight, and I don't want bird crap in them, because you can't even. So take your colorful turkey, strap it outside. It's got wings, it'll meet you there. An emotional support peacock? Shut up, Linda. I'm assuming it's Linda or Karen, or some haircut that says, I'd like to speak to your manager. No, oh wait. I brought my own LaCroix. That's why I'm the last one on the flight. I don't care where I'm going. If I'm on Southwest or first class, last person getting on that flight. Because I want everybody's attention. I want eye contact. When I yell out, nobody move! Has anybody seen my emotional support scorpion? I had him in the terminal. Benson! Does anybody know how to whistle? Don't pet him, he's working! I don't mean to be insensitive, but don't you just want to kind of grab these people by the hair and go, drink alcohol like you're making much? They put wine in boxes. You don't have to be miserable anymore! There's no talking to people about it. You just don't listen. No, I don't want to hear those words. No, you're stupid. I took a college course online, so I know all about your subject. This bothers me most when people that don't have kids want to tell me how to raise my kids. By the way, I should go check on them. They're probably... Good night, Quill. Keep them warm. Guess I got the lighter. I raise my kids just fine. I love my kids. I just hate everybody else's. You've been to Walmart. I just don't know when it came to the point where people feel like they need to school you and tell you what you're doing wrong as a parent. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe I sit my kids in front of the TV for a couple hours because I like to poop by myself. Maybe I'd like to have a shower without somebody coming in there and screaming about something getting broken. And maybe I'd like to make love to my wife once in a while. We can't even call it making love anymore. We have to call it living. You kids go watch SpongeBob. We're gonna go live in the bedroom. For about 9.5 minutes. Scrape together what's left of our love! Oh, we use that TV as a babysitter because it happened to me the first time when I found out kids are crafty. Oh man, they find ways. They know how to get into that. That's why we have one room in the house that locks, so we can eat our Butterfinger in peace. Oh, I'm not giving my kids a bite of butter. You ever give your kid a bite of your Butterfinger? Oh, You get it back, looks like they just fished a Duke out of the pool. What is this? This is not what I gave you. Why is there corn in here? Oh, disgusting, I won't have it. Same thing with water. You ever given a kid a potato sip of your bottle? Oh, keep it. I made that mistake with my 3-year-old. Got that bottle of water back, looks like a sample from Flint, Michigan. What? Where are you getting Hey, I'm Alex Elkin. You guys are fantastic.